These are the plaintiffs, Heidi and James Kelly. Heidi says the defendant, a young college girl, rented an apartment from them and totally destroyed the place to the tune of $11,000. These young girls can be so stupid because there are pictures of wild parties in the house with all their friends. Bottom line, they're suing to recoup $5,000 of their losses, a portion of what they're owed. This is the defendant, Marcia Roche. She says she can't believe what she's being sued for because it's insane. She's a farm girl, so she took great care of the place. Besides, her parents are landlords, and she'd never destroy someone else's property. What the plaintiffs are claiming is entirely untrue, and she's ready to fight to defend herself. She's accused of trashing the joint.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiffs rented their place out to the defendant, a college student, and that student trashed it to the tune of $11,000. But the defendant says she's a farm girl and therefore very neat. It's the case of E-I-E-I-O-U nothing.
Thank you, Douglas. Heidi Kelly?
Yes.
And James Kelly?
Yes.
Okay, you are suing your former tenant, Marcia Roche, for $5,000. You say that your damages actually exceed $11,000, but your statutory maximum in Connecticut is $5,000, for damages that you say she committed during the course of her tenancy there to your apartment. Tell me what happened.
Yes. Well, Marcia has been staying at our house or renting from our apartment since 2000 and...
Is it a house or an apartment?
It's a house. It's a duplex. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
So it's that half of the duplex?
Right. There's an upstairs and a downstairs.
Okay.
And she and 3 other ladies rented from us. And
starting in 2005?
2005.
Okay.
Right. Signed a year lease, no problem. On the lease, it says no pets, no subletting, no parties, just keep the place nice and clean.
Okay.
Really had not a problem with them. When they first got to the house, there was 2/3 of an oil tank filled with oil in there. And we had said in the beginning, okay, they're young college girls, just pay us a little bit when you can get it, whatever. They couldn't make it. They said, when we move out, we'll pay the oil, the 2/3 of the oil.
Whatever is used of the oil.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. So they've been living there for several years. Over the years, every time the lease came, some other tenants came in. There was always 3 people in the house.
Okay, and the constant was always Marcia.
Right.
All right, and that last year, was she on a lease or no?
It was verbal.
Month to month.
She was going to, what she said she would like to do. She doesn't know if she's going to stay in the fall.
So it was month to month. If it wasn't written down, then it was a month-to-month lease. And so what happens is that you move out in August because what?
I graduated my undergraduate.
All right, and did you give her notice and tell her I'm moving out?
Yes, it was kind of spoken for several months before I moved out that it could be a possibility that I was moving out. And the first week of August was when I notified her, and everything was completely fine.
How did you notify her?
By telephone. I was actually on a cross-country trip.
You always do this stuff by email so that there's a record of the notification.
You're absolutely
because
right.
Time limitations are crucial. When did she notify you?
She really didn't know. She did say that in the fall, I don't know if I'm going to be here because I don't know what I'm going to do for graduate school. That is very true. We did not find out that she wasn't going to be moving out till one of her roommates said to my husband, I don't think Marcia's going to be staying here very much longer. And this was on the 14th and the 15th.
Okay, now, but those other roommates that were there, did they stay after she left?
No. They all moved. Whoever was in there moved out by the 31st.
Of August?
Yes.
Okay, and the school year, is this a college town or not really?
Well, it is, but I have a daughter who went to graduate school too, so I understood, and I said that was not a problem.
Okay, so the notice issue is not an issue. All right, so then what happens? You hadn't visited the place in 4 years?
No, my husband would do the lawn once a week, and he would mow the lawn and maintenance and whatever.
Okay, but you're coming here and you're suing, saying that she did $11,000 worth of damages. When did you guys first notice $11,000 worth of damage?
Until they moved out on the 31st, and we went and did a walkthrough.
And what was and on the 31st, is she there for a walkthrough?
Nope.
Okay,
my husband was there, waiting and waiting.
Okay. And what were the damages? Show me pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a video that you want to show me?
And I have a video too, but I'd really like you to see the pictures first.
I want to see both. Is the video of the apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see it. Who's Bong? Who are the people who stayed there?
Where is that picture from?
The closet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
There's been a lot of people that have stayed there over the years.
We're outside. It's the rental apartment. One of the things that we had said on the rental apartment is no pets. They had dogs, cats. There's a dog run that they had, I guess, for the outside. This window right there was broken.
And the cats were jumping in from the mudroom through this into the kitchen. 3 cats.
And it's specifically said no pets, no smoking. But here's the best part. This is what amazes me, that people, young girls, ladies, could live like this. These are stains all over this living room carpet. This was new. I don't know if this video does it justice, but the smell is disgusting. It's just all over this carpet.
All right, you can turn it off. Thank you. Talk to me. What's going on? I mean, it looks pretty bad. I don't know if it looks $11,000 bad, but it looks, there's a lot of damage there. I
agree. There was some wear and tear and some spills to the carpet.
That's beyond where I know what wear and tear is.
You're right.
We all have a sense of what wear and tear is. But there's a lot of damage to like the cabinets. The cabinets look like they were from the 1940s. So that gets to. She wants you to pay for her brand new cabinets. That's of course not going to happen. The issue here is the amount that they're suing for. But what I want to hear from you is, when did all this stuff happen and how?
Well, periodically. I lived there throughout my undergraduate degree, and I moved in January 1st, 2006, moved out August 31st, 2010. There were 4 leases within that period of time, all with 2 different girls assigned with myself. So my question is why I'm the only one being held responsible.
She can do that. You are jointly, that means all together, and severally, that means separated, liable for everything that the group of you signed for. Okay. So yeah, you were on the lease all those years, so yes, she can actually go against you all those years. You, of course, can turn around and then go sue them for whatever you feel was their fault. Talk to me about the pets and stuff. What's the deal with the pets?
Pets never domiciled at the apartment.
There's a dog runner hanging on the tree.
You're right, and I was not there all the time, so that's my fault for, I guess, not being completely aware of what was going on.
You mean in the month of August, or you mean before that?
Before I was gone the whole month of August on a road trip.
Yeah, but when you said I was not there all the time, you mean before August?
Well, I was a full-time student, so no, I was not there all the time, but I wasn't gone for long periods of time. Yes, absolutely. I went home to sleep.
Okay, so you were there every day, so you would know if there was a dog.
Yeah, and there was never a dog there.
So what do you think
I was
that
there.
is? There's a dog run there, so what do you think it was? That people who
I assumed, honestly, I assumed, yeah, we had friends over. We had a graduation party, we had a picnic outside, and by no means, anything excessive, but I assumed, I knew that I had friends with dogs who would come over,
let me just ask you this. Did you post any of your parties on Facebook?
No.
Never? Okay.
Well,
according to you have pictures of the debauchery at the house. We'll teach you ladies to
stop living
your lives on Facebook, as I tell my daughters. Don't talk to her directly, please. Just hand me the pictures that you wanted to introduce. Okay, some guys playing quarters. Okay, that's people sitting at a coffee table. What's the problem with that? This,
Nothing.
Of course, I understand what the problem is. It's just people drinking. I guess it's not, Is that, she's not in this photo, right?
Which one?
This is her, I don't want to show it. This is her album?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, that's her?
Yeah.
Girl, are you going to apply for a job someday? Are you going to apply for a job someday?
Yes.
Are you working now?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a nanny.
You're what?
A nanny.
Is there a mom in that house?
Yes, of course.
Let me see if I got this straight. Someone took a look at you and said, I'm going to hire her as a nanny, as gorgeous as you are. Are her brain cells connected? You wouldn't cross my threshold as gorgeous as you are. I don't care if you are Julie Andrews. You would not be crossing my threshold to nanny my kids in my house. And I mean that with the utmost of admiration and respect.
Thank you.
Good Lord. What are people thinking?
So, women, if you were married to a guy and had a kid, would you ever hire a hot nanny?
No.
Why?
Because
you're really cute. Why not?
Because you wouldn't want to risk the chance of him cheating on you.
Okay. You feel that insecure about it?
Well, I wouldn't like it. No, I wouldn't want to do it.
Okay, would you ever hire a hot nanny?
Yeah, definitely. Why not? I mean, hot wife, hot nanny, whoever gets the girlfriend, the other one gets the hot nanny.
Okay, well, good future in your going inside the courtroom.
Okay. First of all, these are parties that I would expect college kids to have, and there's not a single thing you showed me that is inappropriate other than the idea that you don't really want your employer seeing you playing quarters.
You're right.
Or seeing people drinking from body parts. Okay.
May I just say one thing, please?
Yeah.
Here, after they left, a couple of neighbors came over and was talking to my husband and said, you know, thank God they left and whatever, this and that, blah, 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 whatever.
Okay, you know what? In 5 years, nobody said anything.
You're right.
And you didn't complain about anything. There's not one single trace of anything.
You're absolutely right. But I have 6 police reports that neighbors had called on loud noise, disturbance, and this and that. Here's 6 things. What I'm saying is...
Swearing in front of children.
It's right here. You can read it.
It's all documented.
It's all documented. My thing is, yes, you know what? She's a lovely girl. She really is. And honestly, never had a problem with her in 5 years. Seriously. We talked on the phone and everything. They paid the rent. They were always like, whatever. I understand it. You're 24. You're trying to go to school. I get it. I have a daughter in school doing the same thing. She pays her own rent.
Then why are you suing her for renovating the place?
Because the place is absolutely, in order to, I have to get all new carpeting. The cabinets, I either have to refinance. Yes, they're older, but...
Okay, but you're asking for $11,000. You're statutorily capped at $5,000, but you were submitting to me. Did you do any of the work?
No, not yet. Not at all.
Right.
You're absolutely
You're
right.
not gonna. Let's just say for one moment that you were in a court of law where you could ask for $11,000. You want me to say that's $11,000 worth of damage, order her to pay $11,000 to you, and then you want to tell me that you're really doing that $11,000 worth of work when you, me, and everybody within the sound of your voice knows that that's not A, that's not $11,000 worth of work, and B, you would never spend $11,000 to do that work. You got to replace the carpet. You already had to replace the cabinets. Okay, there's stuff you got to do. There's a window broken that has to be replaced. That's nowhere near $11,000.
No, we didn't replace the cabinets, and we also, for the oil.
Yes, I got the oil. The oil, she's 100% right on. You are pinned with the entire amount. But the oil is $638, and then the rest of this is really inflated. All right, so please, stop talking, and I'm going to calculate from what I see, because I think this is inflated. I think this is like retaining water.
Okay.
All right, so from what I've read, there was a $2,600 security deposit. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so the $2,600, by the way, those other people have never come back to get their security deposit or anything, right? They probably got paid, and the last ones, who knows where they are. All right, I find the damages to be $3,000. Add to that the $638 oil bill, that's $3,638. When you subtract the $2,600 security deposit, that's $1,038 due to the plaintiffs. And I find a total judgment in favor of the plaintiffs, in this case, in the amount of $1,038. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's see what the defendant has to say. You know, they came in thinking they were owed $11,000, suing for $5,000, and they got about $1,000. What's your feeling on that?
I mean, I feel it was pretty fair. I don't think they should have been awarded $11,000 at all. So I think that the judge did a very good job of getting down to the facts of everything.
Mm-hmm. And so, what's going on with all those wild, crazy parties on Facebook?
It's college.
Okay, I buy that. Okay, I buy it. And so, you've moved on, you've moved out,
yes,
you've moved up.
have since graduated, and I'm applying to grad school, so lesson learned, I guess.
What did you graduate in, nannying or what?
No, a psychology degree.
Oh, okay. All right, head right around the corner there.
Thank you.
All right, come on in here. And, well, you're the one who sued for all that money and walked out with a $1,000 award here.
Right.
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we really got slammered there, I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I wasn't suing for $11,000. I was suing for basically all the damage that you saw the evidence. Mm-hmm. And I would really, really be careful renting to her.
Plus a double.
Really.
I will. Harvey?
Just FYI, normal wear and tear a tenant is not responsible for. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way in the courtroom right now.